Hi everybody. So I am going to tell you guys my spiritual awakening. I'm going to do this in two parts because my spiritual awakening started as a child. Probably started in the womb. Or maybe before I was even born, because I was in MKUltra, I was in MiLab, and these things a lot of the times are multi-generational, so it was probably planned. So when I was 4 years old, I was abducted by some men at night. We were put into a van. It was me and my cousin. He was about approximately 2 or 3, and I was 4 years old. We were taken to a facility. I don't know if this facility was underground or what, but we were taken to a facility, and then we were put on the stage in cylinders. These were adult-sized cylinders on the stage. My cousin was in the left one. If you're looking from the audience, my cousin was on the left one and I was in the right one. And then there was this liquid that started to fill up over our bodies and over our heads. And you can imagine that this made me very scared. It made my cousin very scared. We had a lot of panic from this. We thought we were going to drown. If I seem nervous talking about this, it's because I am. This is a very hard subject for me to talk about. So if I do seem nervous, that's why. Sorry. Okay, so sorry. So, man, I've told this story a lot on camera, like trying to prepare for this, and I haven't cried. So this is kind of taking me by surprise. Sorry. Okay. So we're put into cylinders. We did panic, and then it filled up over top of our heads, and we could breathe. Actually, we could breathe in this liquid. And once we were in the cylinders and this liquid was over top of us, and we're literally floating in liquid, then they did some sort of activation on me, and they must have done it to my cousin too, because he was in a cylinder too, but it turned my eyes into galaxies, and it didn't do that to my cousin. And he could see my eyes turn into galaxies. It's really weird because even though my eyes are very small, and I'm a child, when they turned into galaxies, it was like really big, big and vast and deep. But even though they're like little tiny eyes, anyway. So I then disassociated from the fear and the panic, and was staring at myself, and I saw the galaxy eyes, and so that's how I know that they turned into galaxies. And when that happened, all of the fear, all of the panic just went away, and it was just like this beautiful, loving energy that came through this activation, and it just, I don't know, it was beautiful. And so another interesting thing about this experience was it wasn't just me there, it was as baby form. I was also an adult in the audience looking at the baby me going through this, which is very strange. And the adult version of me, so I have like both, I have both memories. And the adult version of me, she was not panicked at all the entire time. She was fine. And, you know, and I already went into the baby version. So that was the first experience I had. And my cousin then did call me in my 20s, and he asked me if I remembered when we were abducted and my eyes turned into galaxies. And that was sort of the confirmation for me that, you know, because when you're a child, when you're 3 or, you know, when I was 4, when you're babies, basically you don't talk about that every day. You don't really think about it. You're just, you know, playing with your cousin. And so that was definitely confirmation for me when he called me out of nowhere and asked me if I remembered that. Then the next experience that I have was when I was 7 years old, and I was in my room playing with my toys or drawing or whatever I was doing at the time, and all of a sudden these two peach light beings walk from stage left into my room, walk from the wall into my room, and they had the most beautiful, loving energy I have ever felt in my life. This peach energy, and it started with them and it emanated with them, and then it started to fill. It was their entire bodies were peach. They didn't have like a lot of shape and features, and this light started to emanate and fill me up from the inside out, and it was just the most unconditionally loving blanket of energy I've ever felt in my life. It just, like, without any words, they didn't say any words, without any words, I knew that they loved me. I could feel it. I could just feel that they had this love for me, and it was platonic. It was platonic, but just wonderful, loving, guiding energy. So that was when I was 7, and I didn't want them to leave. Like I remembered this feeling, and I remembered it. I felt it before, and I didn't want them to leave. And so I telepathically was saying, somehow I knew that they could hear me telepathically, and I think I thought they were like my guardian angels. So it's like, you know, when you pray, sometimes you're telepathic, and you kind of know that as a child. So anyway, I prayed, or I just telepathically spoke to them, and I was like, please don't leave. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me here. And eventually they just sort of like dissipated. I don't know, maybe they walked back out. I don't remember, to be honest. So yeah, those are my two childhood experiences, my two spiritual experiences as a child. So I know my spiritual awakening is probably like a bit different, unless you were maybe in MKUltra or something. So, but I will dive deeper and go into more of my adult experiences and my reawakening, all that good stuff in another video. So thank you so much for watching me, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.